Hey Fabulous Room 14, I am going to video how to make the United States minus Hawaii and Alaska relief map. So first you have to have all your ingredients. Just like what I sent in the email, you need 1.5 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of table salt, 1 tablespoon of cream of tartar, and 1/2 cup or more, but start with 1/2 cup of water. And then you need a gallon Ziploc bag, and then later on watercolors, okay? So for now, I'm going to put all the ingredients in here. So I've got the flour, I've got the salt, I have the cream of tartar, and now I'm going to have the water. And for now, I'm just putting 1/2 cup. All right, and you put that all in there, seal the bag, and then just go ahead and work it with your hands. The kids love this because you're not yet getting dirty, but it's a great way to mix it. And the consistency of it when it gets done should be kind of like Play-Doh, you know, or cookie dough. So not too runny, but not too thick. Yeah, this is looking good actually. I'm gonna let out some more air because it's hard to work it when there's too much air in there. Make sure you seal it back up. There we go. Oh, this is looking really good. So if you notice, I have the map below me here. I had glued it before videotaping. You received 2 at the last grab and go. One I glued onto the cardboard, which you received also at the grab and go. And the other one I have here on the side here for reference, because once you put the Play-Doh on top of the map, you're not going to be able to see what you're doing. So you need this other map here to know what you're doing, okay? There, so I think it's all ready. That's how easy it was, all right? I didn't need the extra water at all. And then what you do is when you're done, you open it up, and this is where it gets really fun. You dig in there, you grab the Play-Doh, and what I suggest doing first is making sure you just lay it out to the shape of the United States. And parents, you probably have to help with this because it's a little hard for the kids to follow the dark outline shape of the United States. Don't worry about forming the mountain ranges and the rivers yet. Do this first, okay? Yeah, this is a really good consistency. It's like Play-Doh. Try not to cover the Great Lakes over here. Whoops, sorry. The camera moved because I just nudged it. Okay, we're good. You want to leave Mexico out because it's not part of the United States, and also leave Canada out as well. Sorry if the camera's moving. So I'm going around Lake Superior here, one of the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan. Let's see. Trying to get in here. Lake Huron. Need to move some of these guys over because we need more to get to the East Coast over here and Florida. I just took a chunk for Florida. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, technically the kids are supposed to do it, but of course, help if they need it, right? And you also want to push it down onto the paper so it sticks, because when it dries and it's not on the paper, then it could flake off. And you know what, you can expect some parts to flake off. I have samples of my own children doing this, and one of them, Florida, fell off. Don't know where Florida went. Okay, so right now, look, we have the United States here. We did not cover any of the Great Lakes. We didn't put any, none of that came through to Canada and Mexico here, and everything stayed within on land. Nothing came out of Pacific or Atlantic or the Gulf. Okay, sorry everyone, I had to move to the backyard because it was noisy in my home. But anyway, what I did during the time that I had this transition is I made here the Cascade range by just pinching up the dough, Cascade range, and then the Sierra Nevadas down here, right? I just pushed up with my fingers, and over here I pushed up and pinched to make the Rocky Mountains, right? And over here, the Appalachian Mountains, I pinched and pushed up. And then I used a pencil to make the Mississippi River, so you kind of have to just gauge it. If you look here on your extra paper, you can see these like pointy things. Those are the mountain ranges, okay? And over here, those are the two rivers that we're highlighting. So I'm kind of just gauging it. And over here would be the Mississippi River. It definitely has to flow out to the Gulf of Mexico out here. And then the Colorado River goes across the Rocky Mountains and across the Sierra Nevadas, and it kind of pours out here to the Pacific Ocean, okay? And once this is all dry, you can use your watercolors, about 3 days, I say. Use your watercolors and paint this any way you want. But for sure, you're gonna wanna highlight by painting over the rivers so you can see that it's flowing out. And then you want to paint Canada up there with the watercolor and write Canada. And then you could probably extend 2 lines out here from Mexico and write Mexico, and you can paint it too with the watercolors. And then paint Pacific Ocean, Gulf of Mexico, and Atlantic Ocean. And of course, paint the 5 Great Lakes there, okay? And then that's it. After this, when it's all done, we get to share it on Zoom. I look forward to seeing all of yours. I'm so excited. Have fun with this. Enjoy Room 14. Bye.